And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Anderson Athletic Center. You're looking at Tisch Loveless Court on the campus of Kalamazoo College for this evening's MIAA men's basketball matchup featuring the Scots of Alma College and the Kalamazoo College Hornets. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Balker. Carson, Kalamazoo got maybe the toughest possible league draw to start MIAA play, playing Trine at Calvin at Hope. Now that, maybe the big three are aside, what do you think Kalamazoo's got to do to refocus and get their first league win today?
Well, first things first, I think they have to view this as a fantastic opportunity to really put their name and their spot in the league to, really show what it's all about. You don't want to enter the league, you don't want to enter the game with a bunch of easy games. I think that going after, having a tougher game is really going to show everything that they got, and at least give them the opportunity to. So they stay focused. They, you want a battle in this instance. You don't want to slaughter. You want a battle, and I think that this will be a battle that Kalamazoo can win.
Let's take a look at our starting lineups today. First up for the Scots of Alma College, coached by Mike Fitzpatrick in his second year with the team. First up, a senior guard from Landover, Maryland, number 1, Tyshawn Walker. A junior guard from Lancaster, California, number 2, Nolan Boffman. A senior guard from Blanchard, Michigan, number 23, Connor Riley. A senior center from Lapeer, Michigan, number 32, Colton Meister. And a senior forward from Elmont, Michigan, number 34, Gabe Bordeaux. Alma comes in 7-7, 1-2 in league play. They are off of a 12-point loss at home against Trine, one of those aforementioned really, really good teams in this league. Let's look at the starting lineups for Kalamazoo. They are coached by their head coach, Nick Giard, in his 5th year with this program. First up, a sophomore guard from Howell, Michigan, number 5, Carter Vandermeer. A sophomore guard from Grayling, Michigan, number 10, Caleb Call. A junior forward from Boise, Idaho, number 20, Lucas Broadsword. A freshman guard from San Diego, California, number 23, Patrick Perez. And a senior guard from Howell, Michigan, number 24, Bobby Samples. Before the game, I caught up with Coach Giard for a couple of minutes. We're going to bring you his thoughts on this afternoon's game and Kalamazoo's start in the league in just a few moments. But we thank you all for tuning in. Ready to bring you all the action. It's Zach Metz and Carson Balker. We thank you for tuning into this afternoon's matchup between Alma College and the Kalamazoo College Hornets.
This afternoon's matchup against Alma. Coach, you guys got maybe the toughest possible 3-game stretch to start league play with Trine, Calvin, and Hope. What are some of the things you can take away from playing the top of the league early in the league year?
Well, we know if we want to win the league, we got to go through those 3 teams, and the rest of the league is just as competitive. So every game's a battle, but was mostly proud of our effort the first 3 games. Obviously, we expected to win all 3 games. Didn't get the job done, and we're excited to play those 3 teams again. But for us, it's just about getting better every day, every week, and focusing on the next game. So we're excited about tonight.
With missing Ty Horky the past couple of games, your leading scorer, what do you kind of expect from other guys in terms of, or maybe who other guys, to step up in terms of production and points?
Unfortunately, injuries are nothing new with our season, so it's been next man up all year, and Ty's been awesome for us all season long. He's one of our leaders and captains, so it definitely sucks to lose him. Can't replicate what he brings to us, but we definitely have the depth this year, and some guys that have played limited minutes. Lucas Hannafin joined us from the football team a month in. Connor Coates, a freshman that gives us a spark. We definitely expect other guys to step up and fill the role. Maybe not one guy, but a collective effort, and just doing what we got to do to win as a team.
Taking a look at Alma, they're a team that forces a lot of turnovers, more than anyone else in the league. What are some of the things you guys have to do to control possession and get into the half court a little bit?
Just poise. We know they're going to press us on makes for 40 minutes. I think playing against Redlands in December probably got us a little bit ready for that, because they're one of the best pressing teams in the country. And, we just got to make the simple plays, breathe, be poised, and not just slow things down, but look to take advantage of their press and look to get easy baskets before we get set up in the half court.
Appreciate the time, Coach. Good luck as always.
Thanks, Zach.
Let's take a look at our leading scorers for tonight's contest. For Alma, it is Connor Riley, their senior guard out of Blanchard. For Kalamazoo, their leading scorer inactive tonight, it is Ty Horkey at 16 points a game. The leading scorer in the starting lineup is going to be Lucas Broadsword. At just over 9 a game, we're underway. The Scots control first possession. Here is Riley, Alma in the black uniforms. As they find Riley down low, he catches the back screen and scores. First blood, Alma, and this is what they do. They will pressure you after every make. We talked to Coach Giard about it before the game. He said they needed to stay poised. What does poised look like when you're getting pressed a bunch, Carson?
Poised when you're getting pressed a bunch is keeping your composure in order to set something up. Now, it's high stress, high intensity, but obviously they've been practicing this all week in preparation for this game. You know, Alma's notorious for the press. But based off of that, I think I like exactly how they practiced for it.
They got a little maybe too aggressive on that last one. It finds into the hands of Bobby Samples, who scores. As we mentioned, Alma's uniforms, they are in black with the white letters and numbers, a maroon stripe down the side. Here is Riley. Kick out to Nolan Boffman. Boffman drives all the way to the rim, misses with the left hand. Here come the Hornets the other way. Carter Vandermeer driving, going to stop. And now they enter into Lucas Broadsword, a staple of this Hornet offense as well, in the white. The letters and numbers in silver, outlined in black. Broadsword drop step with the right. He scores with the right hand. Broadsword averaging over 9 points a game, over 7 rebounds a game, and over just under 3 assists. Tyshawn Walker, a dangerous threat to score for the Scots, averaging just under 13 a game. He's going to try a three, no good. Rebound is Caleb Call. He gives it up, Broadsword. Samples catches. He's going to try his first three of the game.
Money ball.
Timeout, Scots. Less than 2 minutes in. Hornets leading it 7-2.
Yeah, that was nice. I like that. I think that something that's going to be very important is with this, fast-paced team that they're playing, it's going to be important to slow it down a little bit every now and then.
Slow it down, stay poised, and Alma comes in. They're not a great three-point shooting team. How much do you think for them it's going to matter getting to the rim?
Getting to the rim, I think it's going to be the biggest part. Unless they can turn their shooting around. I mean, pregame, they looked fantastic at shooting, but, it's also pregame. So you never really know, but I think the getting under there and getting some rebounds is going to help them a lot too.
They're a team that scores at 41% from the field, but they're only 27% from beyond the arc, and their head coach, Mike Fitzpatrick, takes an early timeout. A little bit of half-court pressure from the Hornets. Samples waiting right at the timeline for Walker. Boffman's got it on the wing. Now Colton Meister. They're trying to run a back screen. Now it's Riley. Riley stops, trying to weave through the lane. You can see the Hornets just packing in and staying in gaps. Boffman, Vandermeer dares him to shoot. He does. He misses, and a strong box out by Broadsword. Broadsword, is he going to try and go coast to coast? He'll stop, give it up to Call. Meister came out and fouls him.
Good foul.
Yeah, Meister was getting aggressive. Alma, we mentioned the turnovers. They really try and force that. They force over 17 a game. Kalamazoo is a team, they've struggled with that. Over 15 a game. That really hurt them on Wednesday at Hope College in a game where they really were struggling to hit a ton of shots.
Yeah. And obviously in basketball, you got to make shots if you want to win the game.
Here's Call. Backing down Riley. Goes up with the right. Touch too strong. You're okay with that look, though, for Call, right?
I like it, yeah. I think that he should go up there with that every single time. I thought that it was a good go, and I think that if he goes again, it's strong.
Another 3-0, good. Broadsword, another strong box out on Meister. Meister averaging just under 7 rebounds a game. Broadsword going to go right at him, spins back, kicks out to Call. He'll try a 3 of his own, and it's
Money
down.
ball.
10-2 Hornets to start the game, and you can see the Alma bench getting ready to bring in a plethora of substitutions. And now Kalamazoo's bench a little energized. Walker got into the paint, flipped it up with the right, no good. Fight for the rebound, it's Perez. Offensive rebounds were another category where Kalamazoo really struggled on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Sample gonna step into a 3, and he missed it just long.
Yeah, I like the sauce on that one, though. That was nice.
Would have sent their bench nuts. Now Riley drives the other way and a block called on Call. Trying to take a charge. What else does Caleb Call have to do to get a call there?
Well, I mean, I think that that's just kind of tough anyways. You know, block charge calls, it's kind of a toss-up, really. You know, that's, I'd say, one of the harder ones to call as a ref. And I think he just got to get his feet set a little bit sooner and really picture what he wants to do before he goes and gets it.
So we'll bring you the 5 new Scots on the floor in a moment. This is one of them, Donovan Collins, the freshman out of Plainfield, Illinois. They also bring in Landon Moore-Pierce, a senior out of Flushing. With it is Corbin Heitzman, a freshman from Haley, Idaho. Collins mishandling, gives it up to Moore-Pierce. Moore-Pierce has been a Hornet killer in the recent years. He's going to try a 3 here, comes up short. Skying for the offensive rebound, Aiden Judson, a junior out of Three Rivers. Somehow keeping possession, missing long, was Judson. The ball knocked out of bounds to the Hornets. Moore-Pierce, the senior, averaging just under 4 points a game, which are down from his numbers in previous seasons. He's shooting just 25% from 3. Roof comes in to get the inbound. Samples in the open floor. Got it to Call. Managed to stay alive. Samples, Bandemir, his first 3. Comes up wide, but he gets his own rebound and finishes. That is just what Carter Bandemir does. He makes winning plays.
Absolutely textbook. You love to see it. As a coach, that's the kind of player you want right there.
Moore-Pierce trying to find Collins. This is the other Scott that came to the game setting the screen. It's Xavier Glenn Jr. Meanwhile, Heitzman drives and scores. And then a foul called after the basket. Call hit the floor. I know it's on Call.
Interesting.
So Call picks up his second early.
Heitzman has that, he reminds me a lot of that Kevin Durant type build, even the shot form.
The length.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not listed at 6'11". He's 6'7".
That's
a
up there.
forward. And now some confusion. And maybe who the foul's on, because the Hornets were inbounding the ball.
Yeah.
Caleb Call came out of the game. Some Hornets subs are in. Alex Roof came in earlier, the senior out of Lawton, also in. And it is Alma ball. Dougie Blackwood, the sophomore out of Tampa, into the game, as well as J.J. Stevens, the sophomore out of Sturgis, Michigan.
So the bucket doesn't count?
No, the bucket counts. It's just that it was after the shot.
Got it, okay.
After the ball went in the basket, so Alma gets it. Glenn has it on the block, trying to work on Stevens, spins back to the right, foul, count it. Xavier Glenn Jr., the senior out of Macomb, scoring out 4.5 a game. He's incredibly efficient when he does take shots. He doesn't take many of them. He's 68% from the field.
Yeah, that was a muscle play. That was a strong play.
Glenn has one more free throw. Hasn't been a great free throw shooter this year. That trend continues as he misses. the back end of what could have been a three-point play, and Kalamazoo's got it. Blackwood on the wing trying to enter to Stevens. And this is going to be off of the shoulder of Stevens. And a turnover. It's the second Kalamazoo turnover of this game. Scots have yet to do it. More Pierce. More Pierce to Glenn. They're setting back screen. Now Heitzman gives to Collins. Collins around the screen, going to turn all the way, get downhill, high glass. Did Glenn touch it? They don't say he did. Hornet bench up in arms about it. Collins will try a three and hit.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Zach. That one's a bit dicey, but.
And now a stoppage from the official. Vandermeer thought the ball got hit by an Alma player. And I believe a delay of game warning is being called on Alma. As they fall back into the pressure look. They get it into Stevens. Picked up his dribble and maybe a dangerous spot. Vandermeer now, double team coming. Got it to Stevens. They got to get this over, and they just barely do. No, they didn't. They call a 10 seconds call.
Well, that's what this Scots defense does. That's the whole goal and what they want every time, and that time they definitely got it.
Hornets opened the game on a 10-2 run. Since then, Scots have outscored Kalamazoo 7-2. That's 12-9 in favor of the Hornets still. Just over 5.5 minutes in. Here's Moore Pierce. Moore Pierce kicks out to Heitzman. Glenn, dribble handoff to Judson. They're trying to go to Glenn. Judson fires a three, no good. A strong rebound from Roof. Now Samples. Vandermeer, they give it into Broadsword. Looking for somewhere to go with it, trying to back in. And Glenn is going to get whistled for a foul, reaching in.
I like that. Get the big men in the paint, let them do what they do. Always been a fan of getting the big guys the ball.
First one against Xavier Glenn Jr. Paul Gaddy comes in. Already the Scots 11 deep. Vandermeer gets it, enters Broadsword back out Samples. They swing this around quick. It ends up in the hands of Vandermeer, and he wedges it in between the rim.
You don't see that every day.
He wanted a foul. Hornets are going to keep it. So a jump ball means it's Hornet basketball.
Nice.
Shot clock currently showing 15. Vandermeer running off the screen. Broadsword slips, gets it in the paint, stepping through, and he can't get it to go. Some contact from Glenn. Alma coming out very physical. Moore Pierce tries another three. Misses another one, and then Glenn is going to get whistled for the push, and that is his second. So some more subs. Meister back in for Alma with Glenn picking up his second, and in for the first time for Kalamazoo, Lucas Hannafin, the guy that Coach GR talked about before the game. They got him a little late. He is a two-sport athlete as a football player.
And a mighty good one as well.
He is a mighty good one. That's something that we've talked about many times.
He even plays football a little bit like a basketball player. Like the way that his play style, it's very similar.
He has the assist here as Dougie Blackwood buries the three. Moore Pierce trying to work on him. Kicks it out, one more. Collins, he's hit one already. He hits two. Donovan Collins with 6 points. And if it gets it here, they break the press again. Broadsword goes a little mid-range pull-up jumper. That's something you don't see every day out of Lucas Broadsword.
We like that.
It's the up and down. That's what we expected. It's 17-12 Hornets. Moore Pierce trying to drive on Hannafin, and a hold is called. I believe they're going to call it on Hannafin. our officials today. Douglas Diekman, Brian Boersma, and Arnulfo Perez. Hanfin picks up his first. 4th Hornet foul of the half. Aim on to Meister. Riley gonna get downhill, float through the air, has it tipped, blocked by Blackwood. Perez goes to get it.
Not really committing to that press view that we saw before.
Hanfin drives, he'll pull up for the mid-range, come up a little short. Broadsword there for the rebound, headed tip by Meister. And he holds on to it, then he does
Gets
turn
it
it
back.
over. Maybe no, Riley holds on to it. It looked like Perez had a surefire steal, but Meister and Riley kept their hands on it. And Heitzman misses near the rim, goes back up, missed again. Numbers now, the Hornets want Vandermeer to push. Blackwood steps through the
We
lane.
like it.
Up with it! He finishes!
What a play.
Dougie Blackwood stepped through the lane. A hop, a skip, and a jump later, and he's got an and one. He will shoot one more. Dougie Blackwood has seen minutes, but he hasn't seen a lot of scoring. Scoring just 2 a game. He's got 5 already.
Only being a sophomore as well.
He shot 2 free throws on the year. He's made 1 of them. He shot 3 now. He's made 2 of them.
And he gets the 3-point play.
Back to an 8-point lead for Kalamazoo. Hornets to a zone look. It's a 3-2 zone look. Into the corner. Riley gets an open 3. He misses it long. Broadsword the rebound, and he's fouled. I believe that was Bordeaux who came back into the game who gets whistled. First one against Gabe Bordeaux. Walker back in. He'll take out Collins. Collins gave Alma good minutes there. 6 points, a couple of threes. Blackwood, got to get it over. They do. Samples to Blackwood, going to get a chance maybe again. Said dumps it down, Broadsword. Samples, Hanafin. One more, Perez, a 3-corner is good.
Money ball.
And Kalamazoo with the run of their own. They lead by 11. Back to the zone. Bordeaux to Riley to Bordeaux. He tries a 3. He hits. Good quick movement by the Hornets. Now it's Broadsword. Up with the right on the left side. That is sometimes what you give up if you're Alma when you're that much of an in-your-face pressure team, and the Hornets have taken advantage. They go back to the zone. Bordeaux to Riley, back to Bordeaux. Drives to the baseline, and he was fouled by Broadsword. It'll be the first on the big man out of Boise, Idaho.
Idaho.
That is correct.
Wow. He's a long ways from home.
Yeah, Kalamazoo's roster includes guys from all over the place. You got Broadsword from Idaho. You got a number of guys from Florida, including Gabe Sharp, Dougie Blackwood. You got Perez and Sam Coleman, both coming from California. DJ Courtney, another guy. We got to mention DJ Courtney. It's the DJ's birthday today, actually. Both DJ Courtney and DJ Ferguson sharing birthdays.
And names.
Names.
What a beautiful thing.
Riley goes back to get it. Perez now pressuring. 8 to shoot. Riley in some real trouble now. Got it to Walker. He's got 4 to shoot. Got it out. Gaddy gets a 3 up. He missed it. And a foul on the floor as Trey Bowling just checked in. I'm going to tell you a story about DJ Courtney. Used to talk about this with my old broadcast partner Tanner White a couple of years ago. DJ Courtney's PlayStation handle is DJ Simple. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because that's how he plays the game of basketball.
It's a simple, elegantly player, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, he's out with an injury for this year, but if anyone has seen him play, you know he gets the job done.
No, those are the players that you like to watch seeing. It's the ones that make it look effortless, the simple ones, like you said. So.
Bowling picked up the foul. It's his first. He just checked in. He's a sophomore out of Grand Rapids. Bordeaux gonna step back a three. Doesn't matter, an offensive foul.
The only place you can block like that is on the football field.
The foul goes on Heitzman. It's his first. More pressure from the Scots. That's to be expected. Kalamazoo's only turned it over 3 times so far in this half. We're more than halfway through.
The Scots' pressure seems a little bit different now than it does, or it did in the beginning of the game.
How so?
Seems a little bit more softer.
Blackwood, another three. How about that?
Money ball.
13-point Hornet lead. Dougie Blackwood with 9 points. Bordeaux in the slot, tried to get it to Riley, did. Heitzman missed the shot around the rim. That's the second time he's missed one right there.
It was a good play setup, though. Just could not get the ball to fall.
Perez, Bowling wants it. Perez shakes his way, gets it out. Bandamere a three. Might have gotten tipped. He wanted a foul. Bandamere not shooting the ball like he typically does. 0 for 3 from deep. And here he's just under a 40% three-point shooter. Scots have done a good job getting a hand on him. And a lot of teams now, you see they're scouting Carter Bandamere as the Hornets' best shooter. Riley got some space, floats one and scores.
Nice little floater.
4 points for the leading scorer for the Scots. Now a little more pressure. Samples racing down the floor. Oh, a Euro step, and how pretty was that?
That was gorgeous, absolutely
in and out.
Gorgeous.
I tell you what, Carson, you don't know this, but I do. That's the Howell basketball special. That's what they practice over there.
Yeah.
Perez tries for another steal, didn't get it. Riley will try a mid-range jumper and hit.
Lead going down to 11 points in the Hornet favor.
And then Bandamere turns it over, trying to get it to Samples. So Broadsword will come back in, and Connor Koke, the freshman, another guy that Coach Giera talked about pregame. Hoffman back in for the Scots. Walker's got it. Gets the switch. Walker out to Riley. Bordeaux, pump fake, spins back. Well defended by Bobby Samples. Buffin spinning towards the rim. On the opposite side, couldn't get it. Rebound to Bandamere. Here come the Nets. Samples looking for somewhere to go with it. Now gets it back from Broadsword. Blackwood, is he going to try another one? He's going to drive, slow down Broadsword. He's got Heitzman on him. Broadsword steps through and scores.
Big man, big finish.
13-point Hornet lead. Riley in trouble, nearly picked up the pivot foot. Now Heitzman, and a foul is going to be called, I believe Blackwood. It's going to be the 7th one on the Kalamazoo College Hornets. That means 1 and 1 for Tyshawn Walker. As Collins and Glenn come back in for Alma. Glenn comes in with the 2 fouls. Roof back in for the Hornets. Walker, a 57% free throw shooter this year. Front end 1 and 1 good. That feels a little uncharacteristic. Just watching him shoot, you know he's got the ability to hit free throws at a higher percentage, right?
100%, 100%. It's there. I think when free throws, I'd say the biggest challenge is just the mental game. So you never really know what's going on.
He goes 2 of 2. Looked pretty good there.
It did indeed.
7:16 to go. Hornets by 11. Koke bobbled it and maybe smartly let it bounce for a minute, but then Walker behind him to take it away. Boffman got it, turns and scores. Those are the baskets Alma wants to create. Samples got it. Cross court to Broadsword. Back to Vandermeer to Koki to Samples. They break the press calmly there. Koki will step into a three of his own. Back iron. Walker's got it. Alma going to push, and Roof right there to knock it away. Alex Roof for Kalamazoo, only averaging about 3.5 a game. He's an excellent three-point shooter, just under 43%. That's a hustle play that will go a bit unrecognized. Riley driving and stops. Tries to get all the way downhill, has it knocked away off of his leg. Hornet basketball. Hannafin comes in, Koki out quickly. Rebounding was another category where Kalamazoo really struggled against Hope on Wednesday in that loss. They out-rebound the Scots right now, 16-10.
I was going to say, it looks like they're doing pretty good on the rebound side of things, keeping the ball out of the Scots' hands.
Vandermeer cuts, gets it a little late. Gonna try and work on the block. Right hand floater, too strong.
Good look, though. Good look. I like those shots.
Riley to Boffman. Benner almost daring him to shoot. And then he loses it. Gave it right to Roof. Roof spinning. Kicks out Samples. One more. Hannafin will try a three. High arcing, but drops straight in. And his teammates on the other end, his football guys, right up on their feet.
You love to see it. You love to see it. Same with Hogan on the girls' side of things. You love to see a multi-sport athlete doing good things on both sides of the ball.
You love to see their teammates from the opposite sport supporting them.
100%.
Tough drive from Walker on Hannafin. He got all the way to the rim. Now he's trapped. Throws it up to Collins. He's got three to shoot. Collins has to force it at the rim. He came up short. Hannafin grabs the rebound. Hornets the other way. They got a 12-point lead. Samples to Vandermeer. Floating through the air, got bumped, couldn't finish. Vandermeer maybe just not his night offensively. Collins in rhythm transition. Three came up short. Hannafin again tips it out. Another rebound. Is he going to try and go one-on-one? Will he slow this down? He'll give it up to Roof, who will drive up and under and in.
Oh, that was nasty.
Timeout, Scots.
Absolutely disgusting move.
The Hornets taking a page out of Michigan State's book. Defend, rebound, and running.
Yes, sir.
And they have built a 14-point lead, 37-23 over Alma, 4:50 to go. They lead it. 4:50 to go first half. Kalamazoo leading Alma 37-23 in search of their first MIAA win. While we have you, we're going to take a look around the MIAA. Halftime in Adrian. Every game today got pushed back because of the not ideal weather, we will go with.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to put it.
I know some people love snow. I'm not one of them.
I do, but if I ever want to go, out and do something with my friends, you got to be safe than sorry, and you just got to stay in.
Porto gets it. Driving, spinning, a hook shot. Came up short. Blackwood might have gotten a piece of it. How about these minutes from Dougie Blackwood today? And Hannafin loses it, maybe going a little too fast. Samples gets into the paint, kicks it out. Perez, he gets another chance at a three. That came up short. Hope leads Adrian in Adrian, 51-31 at the halftime break. Riley's got it for the Scots in the first half. Trine leading Albion 24-22. It's been a lot of road games for Trine to start their league year. 10 to shoot. Collins got it back. Collins crossing over. Pulls up, kicks it out. Now Gaddy. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Rolled it over the rim, no good, and into the hands of Samples.
Oh.
Collins swung and missed. Blackwood's going to get a 3 out of it. Boom, as they say on the bench.
Money ball.
Dougie Blackwood. How about this? A 12-point first half. That's already over his career high.
Having a game today. And we love to see it. We love a snow game.
Bordeaux head down, kicks out to Gaddy. He drives on Blackwood. Back out to Bordeaux. His three-pointer no good. Blackwood the rebound. Here come the Hornets again. Blackwood, he's doing this all himself. Couldn't get it. Broadsword was just inches away from the putback jam. Instead, Alma brings it back. Riley skips it. Gaddy in transition, 3 is good. That's how quickly this game has been moving.
Oh, it's going 1,000 miles an hour, and I think that this is exactly how they wanted it.
14-point lead. Broadsword. And Collins. No, they say it's off of Broadsword. Collins must have swiped it off of Broadsword.
Interesting.
One other league game happening tonight on the men's side. Calvin and Olivet will go head-to-head at 7 p.m. tonight. Women's basketball action. Adrian and St. Mary's was moved back, and as far as I'm concerned, it's been postponed. This will be a stunner. The Alma Scots leading Hope College 26-25 at halftime. Hope ranked number 9 in America. If the Scots pull that off, that is a stunner of all stunners.
Yeah, that's incredible. But, dude, anything can happen in this league.
Meister trying to back down Stevens, and he misses.
Hannafin with another rebound.
Perez spins back to the paint, gave it up to Stevens. Stevens backing down Riley. He'll go back to the right. High glass scores. In the second quarter, Calvin leading Olivet 24-17, and our Kalamazoo women will be at Trine tonight at 7 p.m. We encourage all Hornet fans to go over to Trine's website to find that stream. Moore Pierce 3, no good. And maybe a little same team crime as Meister ends up with the offensive rebound. Blackwood and Stevens, I believe, battling for it. Now Collins trying to drive. He gets it back. Works off the Meister screen. And a pass a little errant. Perez got it. Meister hit the deck. Hornets say go. Samples gives it out to Blackwood. A deep 3. That's no good. Maybe a bit of a heat check. And then again, they bump into each other on the rebound. Moore Pierce to Riley. Blackwood rejects it, but the foul.
I don't know about that one. That seemed like a get out of here to me.
And I tell you what, a little hard to see on camera, but for the weather that we've gotten, I think we got a great crowd this evening.
Absolutely fantastic. I agree. You know, it's really hard to get out of the house right now with the roads being so bad.
I was talking with some of the staff working at the table. They did not expect a high number of people as Riley comes up short on the first free throw as Bandemir checks back in. It's been the Kalamazoo students who have turned out today and really made this a fun atmosphere to be at.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, it's winter and, they're not – most of them are just going to be in their dorm anyways.
Second free throw is good.
Might as well show some love to, the culture.
This Kalamazoo team had one of their best non-conference starts in a while. At 6-5, they unfortunately dropped their first 3 in league play.
Oh, close one.
Hannafin kept possession of it somehow. Those are his wide receiver hands.
There's that instinct as well.
He's going to drive, get all the way downhill, and he's fouled.
Good take.
By Moore Pierce. It'll be the first one on Landon Moore Pierce. It'll be the 7th on the Scots with 1:08. The Hornets will be shooting the rest of the way. Hannafin, 2 of 5 from the free throw line this year. And that one rattles out. He'll get one more opportunity. This free throw away and good.
Cash.
Walker walking it up. Gives up 2 more. Pierce. Perez going to finally get his steal on Riley. Here he comes one-on-one. Into the lane. Up with the right. Couldn't get it to go. Walker gets the rebound. Hornets have missed a couple right around the rim. Meanwhile, Walker the other way. Tough shot, no good. This one's going to come to Bandemir. Under 45 seconds to go. You can get it 2 for 1 if you want it. Hannafin tries another 3. Back iron, no good. Heitzman got the rebound. Riley working. There's about a 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock.
Scots are looking to take all the time they can get.
Perez pressuring Riley. He avoids some of it. Created some space. Collins gets another 3. No good. Perez rebounds. You got about 7 seconds. Samples racing. 5 seconds. Somehow kept the dribble. No, they call a carry. 3.3, a turnover. They're going to put some full court pressure on. Scots could use a bucket as a momentum booster. Walker gets all the way to the rim and scores at the buzzer.
Good take, good take.
Not the way Hornets want to go into the half, but they still hold a comfortable lead at this moment, 43-29. I think overall that's one of the better halves we've seen this team play all season.
I agree. And, you know, there's like every single struggle is there, but it seems like the struggle is minimal for us this time. For the Hornets, it's very strong. You know, the only thing that I can think of, and that I can see that you would agree with me as well, is just, you know, finishing a little bit stronger to the rim.
Yeah, they've missed some shots around there, but as we look at the halftime numbers, they are scoring at a 50% mark from the field. Also shooting 7 of 15, 46% from deep, a good shooting day. Alma at 29% from the field, well below their season average, right? And they're even below their season 3-point average. They're just 4 of 17. They're 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Kalamazoo 2 of 3. 5 Alma turnovers have led to 6 Hornet points. And for Kalamazoo, we talked about turnovers before the game, how important it was. They still end up with 7 for 9 total turnovers. But I think a big part of that was a lot of them, they weren't live ball turnovers. Alma didn't get a ton of chances to run with numbers.
I think the recovery was the biggest part. Like, I think that as soon as it happened that the Hornets really got their things together and they were like, hey, listen, we cannot just let this happen, you know? And they got it back. So
25 total rebounds for the Hornets. They are out-rebounding the Scots 25-18, including 3 offensive rebounds. We look at the individual stats. For Alma, Connor Riley, their leading scorer, leads them. He's got 7 points. Donovan Collins came out, hit 2 threes. He's adding 6. Their leading rebounders are Riley with 3, Tyshawn Walker with 3, and Landon Moore-Pierce with 3. Riley's got 2 assists, and Corbin Heitzman with 2 assists of his own. The only foul trouble for the Scots is Xavier Glenn Jr. He's got 2 fouls. On the Hornets side, Dougie Blackwood, already a career high. He's got 12 points, 3 threes, leading all scorers today. Lucas Broadsword adding in 8. Bobby Samples with 7 points of his own. Broadsword also with 6 rebounds. He's going to be in double-double watch for the rest of this game.
Absolutely.
Lucas Hannafin we talked about. He's got 4. How about this stat line for Lucas Hannafin? 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
That's amazing. You might have to sit him for the rest of the game just to keep that there.
Just to keep that number. I'm sure they will keep him on the floor for some valuable minutes.
I'd hope so.
Patrick Perez and Carter Bandemir each adding 3 rebounds apiece. Hannafin, as we mentioned, leading Kalamazoo with 4 assists. Lucas Broadsword and Bobby Samples each with 2. A little bit of foul trouble for Kalamazoo, nothing too noteworthy. Dougie Blackwood does have 2, and Caleb Call didn't see a ton of action in the first half with the 2 fouls. So now you've got a lead. You're at home. Crowd's behind you. What do you got to do to stay focused and close this game out?
Well, I think just look at their strengths and what they've been doing this entire game and then just keep it up and maybe intensify it a little bit more. You know, they know what they're doing. They know exactly how to win this game because they've been doing it the whole game, you know? So I think that they just got to stay strong. They got to continue to play fast with their brains and exactly, you know, just finish strong to the rim. You got to get those rebounds as they've been doing on the defensive side. Big part of it, Lucas Hannafin, you know, that hustle that you can see at a number of these Hornets is really what matters and really what makes a difference in a game like this.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with you in a little over 10 minutes for what should be a fun second half. It's been up and down all game. We expect more of the same in the second half. Your halftime score, Kalamazoo 43, Alma 29. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Barker. We thank you all for tuning in, and we hope you stay tuned for what should be an excellent second half of action here. Alma Scots basketball to start half number 2. Kalamazoo College leading 43-29, excuse me. Zach Metz here. Next to me is Carson Balker. It'll be Scots ball. Their starters go the same as they had the game. Gabe Bordeaux, Tyshawn Walker, Colton Meister, Connor Riley, and Nolan Boffman. For the Hornets, it's Bobby Samples, Patrick Perez, Lucas Broadsword, Caleb Call, and Carter Bannerman. Riley's got it. Connor Riley trying to drive, gets all the way to the rim, finishes with the right hand on the left side. If you're the Hornets, you're probably expecting Alma to ramp up the pressure as Bordeaux knocks that out of bounds. Almost immediately they do ramp up the pressure. This is what you're expecting if you're Kalamazoo, right?
100%. I think that's a lot of the talk was about in the Alma locker room during this halftime. It was just getting back into their groove, getting back into that rhythm of being aggressive, of being the aggressor.
Call in trouble. Got bumped by Walker, no whistle. It ends up in the hands of Broadsword on the block, spinning back. Got it out to Samples. Now Call. Call didn't see a ton of action. Wrestling around with Riley. Physical to start the half. Broadsword is going to be fouled by Bordeaux. It'll be his second.
Seemed like there was a little bit of a dispute between Call and the ref there. Call wanted a call, but did not get it.
They inbound deep to him. And now Alma into a 2-3 zone look. Call trying to direct some traffic. Gave it to Broadsword in the middle of the floor. Out to Samples. Shot clock down to 5. A mid-range J from Broadsword is good. He's got that high release point. Lucas Broadsword with 8. The second leading scorer for the Hornets behind Dougie Blackwood. Walker drives, kicks out. Boffman gets it out to Bordeaux. Bordeaux trying to drive on Call. Kicks it out. Vandermeer still daring him to shoot. Boffman spins and scores.
Strong take, very strong take.
That was a tough bucket. Broadsword narrowly dribbling into some trouble, and it's off of Walker. Broadsword correction with 10 points, so he's the second Hornet into double figures. Call's got it. Some man-to-man pressure now from the Scots as their bench trying to create the energy as they trail by 12. Vandermeer has it knocked away by Riley. Throws it down court, and a foul called on Samples.
Wow. That's definitely a debatable call. Well, the call's a call, so. You got to love the hustle there, though. You have to appreciate it, regardless of the call. You know, that was a free bucket just waiting to happen, and now there's a chance that it doesn't happen, so.
We played 2 minutes. Boffman stepping through the lane, dumped it down to Meister. He pumps, spins, reverses his pivot foot back the other way. Now Walker. He pulls it out, slows it down. Walker behind the back, spinning. Call, physical D on his end. Walker's going to get to the rim and manages to score. And a quick timeout. This time it's by the Hornets. Alma opens the half, outscoring Kalamazoo 6-2. Still plenty of time, 17-44. Hornets leading it by 10. What do you think Coach Giard's telling his team in the huddle?
Well, I think that they just have to, keep it up. Like, obviously, there's good things happening on both sides, and I think that this is the point in the game where one team is going to, try to bring out the weakness in the other, and I think that it hasn't happened yet. So it's going to go at it, and I think that they're going to brawl.
Not literally.
Oh, of course. Well, I won't turn down a good time, but.
Yeah, we should probably avoid that.
Yeah, I'd say so. There's such great consequences for it. I think you have to sit out the next game. Just ends up not being worth it, but.
Another turnover. Boffman scores immediately. Call in some trouble, kept it. Walker fouls him. It's the first on Walker. Do you think Alma, who has avoided foul trouble through most of this game, will kind of take the fact that they don't have a ton of fouls individually on guys and use that to be more aggressive?
I think they definitely could. I think that they're just going to try to be more aggressive as a whole, and if there's foul trouble with that, then obviously, they do have a little bit more wiggle room. But, yeah, I think that you're right. I think maybe they will.
Broadsword out to Bannemer. He struggled to find a shot in the first half. Tried to skip it, nearly a turnover. It's going to roll into the hands of Boffman. Here he comes, floats it no good. Rebound comes to Samples. Hornets catch a bit of a break, but now they might have their own fast break. Call, going to get a three out of it, and he hits it.
Money shot.
A little look to the crowd to get him going. A huge three for the Hornets puts the lead back to double digits.
Yeah, right after being knocked on the ground, pretty big collision there.
It's been a physical game up and down the whole way. Colton Meister, who's one of the leaders for Alma, over 11 points a game, has been held scoreless. Riley will try a mid-range jumper. That comes up short. He got his own rebound. Up with the left. No good. Hornets break the other way. Perez. Upright and one. Patrick Perez. And the Hornets answer. It's the first one on Boffman. Donovan Collins comes back in for Alma, and Lucas Hannafin back in for Kalamazoo. Perez to the line. He finishes the three-point play, and he will check right out. Roof comes back in, and Hannafin going to pick up Walker full court. Walker trying to run by Hannafin. That's hard to do. Collins cuts. Now Walker's got it on the wing. Gets a screen for Meister. Goes away from it. Now dribbling around the perimeter. Stops, pops a three and hits it. Tyshawn Walker, I don't even think he thought he was going to get that with the way he was running back in to follow the shot.
Yeah, good shot, though. Very strong shot.
He's got 9 points. Hannafin to Roof. Roof going to step into a three of his own. In and out. Walker to Collins. He's going to try a three. That's no good. Bordeaux tried to come in and take that away. Call racing. Hannafin, Call. Thought about it. Didn't try it. Hannafin driving. Got by Riley, or rather Broadsword, another mid-range J, no good. Call couldn't quite get the offensive rebound. Riley drives, scores with the foul. Alma fighting, not going away, and they are back under single digits. It's the second one on Hannafin. Glenn and Heitzman, Corbin Heitzman and Xavier Glenn back in for Alma. Riley hits the free throw, 8-point game. We haven't even played 5 minutes yet. Blackwood to Hannafin. They work this around. Blackwood, he was the hot hand in the first half, setting a career high in points already with 12. Samples, jump stops, swings it. Hannafin weaves through, got it up, got it down. Lucas Hannafin, how do you do? Second one on Heitzman. Hannafin back to the line where he has split his two today. Too strong on the free throw. Broadsword tips it out. Hannafin's going to come down with a rebound. Roof, pump fake. Here comes a three. Contact, no call. Riley driving into some traffic and a foul. I think the roof would have blown off this place.
If he would have made that bucket.
If roof hit the three, no pun intended.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. He's visibly upset.
Already fouls racking up. Thought he got fouled. He was the 4-point play king as Hannafin gets another steal. Broadsword to Roof. Samples has it. He'll slow down. Broadsword hands it off to Hannafin. Lost it. Blackwood. He's open.
Oh.
He hits another three.
Money shot.
15 for Dougie Blackwood. Timeout, Alma. And the crowd erupts along with the Hornet bench. 15 points for Dougie Blackwood.
Yeah, even more people are here as in this second half, it looks like, than in the first.
Somebody got the message out. The Nets are hot.
Yeah, the Nets
Come
are
out while
rolling.
you can. 14-10 to go. 56-43 Hornets. More Pierce back in for Alma as Connor Riley will roll this ball up the court. Hornets going back to the zone. More Pierce swings it. Riley. They're moving around the perimeter. Hornets keeping it out of the middle of the floor. More Pierce will try a long three and hit. Scots kind of finding their range now here in the second half. Vandermeer looking for somewhere to go with it. Turnover. And then Hannafin takes it right back. Another steal. Hannafin going to drive all the way. Oh, man, what a finish.
Nasty.
This kid, Lucas Hannafin. 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and at least 2 steals. Glenn kicks it out to Moore Pierce. He'll try another three. And it's down. This is what we've seen out of Landon Moore Pierce on this court. He's now got 6 points. 9-point game. Blackwood up to Roof. Broadsword trying to get it. Glenn knocked it away. Scott's pushing. Collins. Back to Moore Pierce. Another three. That one no good. And Roof holds on to it. And now Kalamazoo really content to slow it down.
Well, I think when the Scots give up a free, half a court, that they should definitely use it.
Vandermeer drives. He finishes with some contact. Nick Giard wanted a foul. Vandermeer ended up near the curtain. And now Roof going to get whistled for a foul. It's his second, as Perez and Stevens are going to come back in. 60-49 Hornets lead. We got 12 and a half to go. Been up and down this entire game. Every time Alma's looked like they're making a run, Kalamazoo's gotten right back. They've turned it over 12 times. It's led to 13 Alma points. The Scots force about 18 turnovers a game. Riley crossing over. Got it to Heitzman, and he walked. That's the 7th Alma turnover. Hornets break the press. Stevens wants it. Collins was on him. Vandermeer to Blackwood. They get it to Stevens. Collins tried to dig in. Stevens spins back and scores with the right. That's a nice move there by J.J. Stevens.
Lovely move. We like to see that.
Creating a little contact and then finishing with the right. It's his first points of the night. Vandermeer so close to a steal. Collins will get a three and hit. That could have been a 5-point swing. And the Scots heating up. Blackwood got it to Perez. He'll try a three of his own. In and out. Vandermeer there for the offensive rebound. Blackwood, you can't leave him open today. But he misses that one. Perez, another rebound. Stevens keeps it himself. Vandermeer fading a three. He misses that. Vandermeer 0 for 4 from deep. Uncharacteristic. More Pierce. He gets an in-rhythm three. He hits. 7-point game for the Scots. And a timeout by the Hornets. Stay tuned, folks. We got a lot of action left. Kalamazoo leading it by 7, 62-55 in the second half. Let's go around the MIAA in basketball, both men's and women's. The final score from Adrian. Hope College picks up a dominant win over the Adrian Bulldogs, 91-62, the final score there. In Albion, Trine Thunder leading the Albion Britons 51-36 in the second half. Still to come at 7 o'clock, Olivet hosting Calvin. In women's basketball, there's potential for a major upset here. Alma leading Hope still on the road, 51-50, as Blackwood is going to be fouled by Riley with 1:14 left. That's one we got to keep an eye on. That would be an incredibly big upset for the Scots to do it on the road. Calvin leading Olivet 38-29 in the third. Fifth team foul against the Scots. Perez gets it in, gives it back to Hannafin. Perez has it. Vandermeer turns and scores.
What a play. That was beautiful.
And even when you're not hitting a bunch of threes, Vandermeer still finding his way into the scoring columns.
Step back.
Collins step back three, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here. And an update from Holland. It looks like Hope's going to hold on. They, after a free throw made, lead it by 3 against the Scots with 24 seconds left. That game coming down to the wire. Collins gets it on the inbound from Walker, who came back in. Moore Pierce trying to run himself open. Instead, it's Riley. Driving on Blackwood, kicks out to Walker. He gets into the paint with the right hand, up and down with the foul. Scots continue to chip away.
And look at that. We got 9-9, 9-10 on the board.
On the scoring board, yeah. Alma's players on the floor right now. 9 points, 9 points, 9 points, and 10 points.
Yeah.
Walker actually just picked up 11, so that's going to get changed soon enough. This free throw is no good. Blackwood the other way, couldn't finish.
Came in there fast.
Scott's the other way. Riley, Moore Pierce, a three in the corner. It's good. We got a 4-point game. Under 10 minutes left. Alma as close as they have been And foul, Moore Pierce, foul samples. It's the 6th team foul, so no free throws yet. Over in Holland, Alma hits a 3 to tie it against Hope. And then Hope turns it over there. So 8.5 seconds, the Scots are going to have a chance to win that game. How incredible an upset would that be?
That would be insane. That would be, that's why I love our conference so much, just because there's that chance that anything can happen.
Blackwood rejected. Walker's got it. They can cut this to one possession. Walker to Boffman, spinning, threw it up, no good. Bodies hit the floor. They were both
players
Scots.
behind.
Boffman wanting a foul. They wanted to stop play. Perez going to score with the right. A huge basket for the Hornets. Meanwhile, that game in Hope is going to go into overtime. Moore Pierce open. Can he hit another 3? Yes, he can. Landon Moore Pierce in the second half with his 5th 3. Timeout Alma, 9:09. We got a 3-point game. How about that?
Well, yeah, this game went from, what could have been a very one-sided game to an absolute dogfight here.
Hornets outscored the Scots by 14 in the first half. Scots have outscored the Hornets by 11 in the second. Landon Moore Pierce with 5 second-half threes. He's got 15 points in the half alone. So if you're Kalamazoo now, what do you got to do? How do you rebuild that lead?
Well, I think that it's got to happen on the defensive side. Well, a little bit of both. I think that the offensive side, they need to really use those opportunities, and they need to score. You can't miss in these opportunities. And then on the defensive side, you got to play hard-nosed defense.
And the three-point shooting for the Scots, they were under 25% at halftime. They're now up to 40% for the game.
That's a big part of it as well.
Call back in, dribbling into trouble, kept possession, and he is fouled. Call talking to the officials. It's going to be 1-1. Who they called the foul on, it was Riley. That's his 3rd. First Scott with 3. 1-1 for Call. He's a 63% free throw shooter. Call's got 6 points today. These are his first free throws, and he hits it. He'll have one more after earning the second half of the bonus. Misses the second, so it's a 4-point game. Alma hasn't led since it was 2-0. Boffman gets all the way to the rim and finishes. It's a 2-point game. Call has some running room. Moore Pierce chases him, and he is fouled. I believe it's on Moore Pierce. It's his 3rd. So Call will shoot 2 again. Still 8.5 to go. This is entertaining basketball at its finest. Call split his last pair, and he misses that one. So Alma will be able to, at worst, tie this game on this possession. Hornets are trying to get Roof into this game for Call. Second free throw comes up short. Perez at the offensive rebound. Samples will try a 3. A deep 3, no good. Riley the rebound. Scots can tie or take the lead. Riley floats it too strong, and he's fouled. Ooh. And he will go to the line to shoot 2 and can tie this game. First one on Carter Bandemer. It's the 7th on the Hornets as a team. Riley's a 76% free throw shooter. He's 2 of 3 at the line today. He can tie this game up right here. Calmly sinks it. Roof will finally be able to come into this game. Riley ties it. 67 apiece. Hornets still searching for their first league win. Alma trying to get to 500 in league play. Vandermeer in trouble. Tried to get it to Roof. He turns it over. Riley to Boffman. Walker. A 3 for the lead is no good. Fight for the rebound. Meister has it. To Moore Pierce. He will reset. He's at 5 threes in this half. I bet he might try one here. He'll drive. Get to the rim. Misses it long. Boffman the offensive rebound. Floats it and scores. And the Scots have their first lead since it's 2-0. And another turnover. Riley spinning, and he travels. Vandermeer stayed in front, and a turnover that, if anything, is going to slow a little bit of momentum. Hannafin and Blackwood back in for Vandermeer and Roof. Hannafin gets it in, and he's fouled by Boffman, which means Hannafin will get 1 and 1. It's the second one on Nolan Boffman. 9th team foul on Alma. So it's 1 and 1 here, and the rest of the way Hornets are shooting 2 with 7:41 to play. Bordeaux back in, Riley out, or rather actually Boffman out. Hannafin is 1 of 3 at the line today. And he hits the first. 9 points for Lucas Hannafin. This can tie this back up. He does just that. Now the Scots can retake the lead. Hannafin set a new career high today with 10 points. Walker driving, trying to work on Samples. Backing through the paint, he kicks it out Bordeaux. Gets it to Moore Pierce. Moore Pierce nearly had it taken away by Hannafin. 10 to shoot. Moore Pierce creating, spinning, flips it up and scores. And then Walker steals it. Walker then turns it back over. Hannafin will give it back to Perez, and the Hornets will get across the timeline. Broadsword back to Perez. He can't finish. And Mike Fitzpatrick telling Alma to slow down. I think he wants a timeout here. He's at least going to get the play called. Alma can take a 2-possession lead. I don't think they've had one yet today. Moore Pierce traveled. Landon Moore Pierce with 17 second half points. Vandermeer back in for Perez. .69 Alma. Hannafin has it. Hannafin trying to drive, and then Riley gets called for the foul. That is his 4th. Alma's leading scorer on the season will have to leave with his 4th. Hannafin will go shoot 2 more.
Sinks it.
1 point game, 6:21 to go. Still a lot of time left.
Chance to tie right here. Scots have appeared to kind of find their groove a little bit. That offense, that fast pace, the slice through the defense, make a play type deal.
Hannafin 2 for 2 again. He's got 12 points. A couple of Hornet career highs with Hannafin and Blackwood. Pair of sophomores. We got a tie game. Walker brings it up. They're trying to go to Moore Pierce. Instead, it's getting up to Meister. Walker got it back. Walker trying to drive. Mid-range jump shot is good.
Clean move, very clean move.
Blackwood gets it in back to Bannerman. Samples reverses it back to Bannerman. They get it over. Back to a 2-point Scots lead. Samples into the lane. Rejected by Meister with a foul. And Bobby Samples will shoot 2. They call it on Meister. It's his second. Colton Meister's only taken 1 shot today. It's been the guards for Alma that have done it.
And they have been doing it. They've been getting down.
Samples a 68% free throw shooter on the year. First free throw is good. Hornets as a team just under 65%. Samples calmly knocks them both through. Now can you get a stop? And the Hornet bench gonna try and create their own energy. Walker got downhill, got fouled, and he scores. Tyshawn Walker's turn to take it over. One more for Walker, 5:25 left. Blackwood got called, it's his third. Walker comes up short on the free throw. Samples back to Carter Bannerman. Samples running off of the screen. Bannerman enters the broadsword. Backing down, spinning, up, under, and he's fouled. Bordeaux's going to get the whistle. Another Scots foul. It's his third.
Yeah, you could see him waiting for a crack, and eventually he got it.
So now Broadsword will shoot 2. He's a 52% free throw shooter. Riley's going to come back in with the 4 as well with 5:04 left. First free throw good for Broadsword. Xavier Glenn back in, as well as Riley. Broadsword can tie it with this free throw. He gets it to bounce in. So we're tied again.
At the 5-minute mark.
Under 5 to go. We got a tie ball game. Hornets into a zone. A 1-3-1 look.
Stadium is actually electric right now.
Place louder as it may have ever been all year. Vandermeer, a kickball. Will reset the shot clock to 20.
You know, I don't think he's very upset about that kickball. He looked pretty pumped up.
Walker close to going over the line. Gave it back to Riley. Walker drives, kicks out. Collins fakes. Riley back to Walker. Riley to Collins. A 3, in and out. Rebound and a foul. And this means Walker's going to shoot 1 and 1. It's Bandemer. It's his second, which means Walker will have 1 and 1. He's got 15 points, 6 rebounds in his 2 of 4 from the line. Now 7 rebounds in his 2 of 4 from the line tonight. Walker hits the free throw, and a back and forth second half goes back to an Alma lead. And now we have, I believe, Walker with, it's got to be a little blood. (76-75). So far, no one's been able to come up with a stop to get a chance to build some separation. Who will be the one to do it? Walker has one more free throw. Rattles in, out, and back in. Backwood to Vandermeer, to Samples. They got about 3 seconds to get it across the line. They do. Walker went for the steal. Missed. Vandermeer will jump stop in the lane, give it back to Samples. Samples lost it. Vandermeer, they got 10 to shoot. Broadsword's got it. He faces up. 5 to shoot. Broadsword spins. Right hand, he scores.
What a beautiful layup.
Broadsword with 14. Tied again, under 4 minutes. Hornets back to the 1-3-1. Collins trapped. Riley. More Pierce. Pump fakes. Mid-range. He's been hot, and he continues it. Alma's going to take a timeout. Landon Moore Pierce with 19 in the second half. The Scots hold a 2-point lead, 3:40 to go. Offensively for Kalamazoo, what are you drawing up here?
Right here, I'm trying to find a way to get, cut down into the basket and maybe even like chance out those 3-point shots from before. I remember that we were hitting them in the first, and I think that if we get back into there, then we can take away this game. But question for you, Zach, what do you think changed on the Alma side of the ball after halftime? What do you think, did they come out here and try to do? What's different?
I think it's pressure, and I think they're hitting some shots. They have hit a lot of threes in this half. Their percentages have gone way up, and I think that's part of the explanation why they've been a lot more fluid offensively, and their pressure is up there. They've still causing some turnovers.
I agree. They seem to have found that groove, and you can really tell when a team's putting things together because they're succeeding, and they look comfortable doing it.
3:40 to go. The foul situations, Alma has racked up a bunch of them in this half. Hornets are shooting 2 the rest of the way, and Connor Riley with 4, Landon Moore Pierce with 3, Gabe Bordeaux with 3. Then a lot of guys for 2 on the Hornets side. Blackwood's got 3, nobody else with more than 2. Hornets will stick with the 1-4 across on the press break. Hannafin to Samples. A little bit of what the Hornets want. Vandermeer, kick out, pump fake. Samples, a 3 comes up short. Finally, someone gets a stop, and it's the Scots.
You love the look, though.
They will walk it up. More Pierce running through. Now Riley. He's their closer usually. He'll step back. Walker, 10 to shoot. Walker gets into the lane, hop steps through, couldn't finish. Rebound to Hannafin and the Hornets. Hannafin with 6 rebounds tonight. Broadsword back to Hannafin. He'll pull up from the mid-range and hit. Tie game again. 14 for Hannafin. Riley cuts a double screen. Now another screen the other way. He drives, stops, somewhere, look for somewhere to go. More Pierce all the way. Tough finish, he got it. Inbound deep, Hannafin. He's going to go right at Glenn. Rises up, couldn't finish. Nick Giard wanted a goaltend. All the Hornet fans did. They didn't get it.
I might agree with him on that one. It looked like there was some contact on the ball after it touched the glass.
Riley's going to run the clock down. 15 to shoot. You think they're going to Moore Pierce? He's calling for it in the corner.
I think they're going to try to.
Riley trying to shake Blackwood. Does. Bump. Up. Fouled. And he missed the shot, but he's going to shoot two.
No time to panic. Still a good amount of time on the clock.
At 43, Riley going to shoot two. First free throw from Riley comes up short. So regardless, on this free throw, it's going to stay a one-possession game. Perez takes out Blackwood.
I'm curious to see if he's going to put Blackwood back in as the clock winds down a little bit closer.
Second one fell, three-point game. Samples to Vandermeer. They get it over. Samples has it. Samples gives the broadsword. Vandermeer gets running downhill, stops, floats, scores.
Drops it down, there we go.
Nick Giard wanted a foul. We got a one-point game. Can the Hornets get one stop? They've struggled to do it in this half. We're approaching the minute mark. Samples pressuring Walker. 1 minute to go. Bordeaux knocks down Samples. The ball sits on the rim. It doesn't fall. And then a foul against the Scots the other way, which means we're going to get two free throws here for the Hornets that could give Kalamazoo the lead. It's on Glenn.
Big time opportunity here.
Glenn's third.
Oh, we got the students standing up.
I believe Broadsword is going to the line to shoot two.
Say again, are you reporting two shooters for the free throws?
Two shots for Broadsword. He's hit both his tonight. He's 52% on the year. First one rattles off. 48 seconds. Meister back in for the Scots.
Meister returns for the Scots.
Second one for Broadsword gets in. We're tied at 82. Some full court pressure for the Hornets. Moore Pierce picks up the dribble. They're going to give it to Bordeaux. Crowd on their feet, making noise. Moore Pierce has been the guy in the second half. They've used half the shot clock. Here he is. A three. No good. Rebound, Vandermeer. Hornets can hold for the last shot. Coach Giard's going to take a timeout. 16 seconds. Kalamazoo is going to get a chance to win this game on what has been a wild one.
All they need is a layup or a foul or anything.
So what do you do? What's your game plan? Who are you going to? Is it Broadsword? Is it Samples? Is it Hannafin?
I think you try to give it to either Hannafin or Broadsword in the paint. I think that, the Scots have struggled to not foul them every time they go to the paint anyways. I think that, either you make the layup or you get a foul, you're sent to the line, you get automatic two. I don't see a point in taking a last-second shot by any means.
Why not? There's 16-second shot clocks off. You don't want to give Alma a chance to win this.
Of course. But I'm saying like a last-second risky shot.
Oh, I see what you mean, like a tough fadeaway type of look.
Exactly. I say
you want to get the shot you want.
Exactly. Keep it in the paint. Keep it in the box. Like there's no need to go unless you're handing it to Blackwood going out there. Then I would give him the shot, hands down.
On the floor for Alma, Meister, Boffman back in for a defensive substitution. Riley, Bordeaux, and Walker. For the Hornets, it's Perez, Samples, Hannafin, Vandermeer, and Broadsword. "16 seconds to go. They inbound to Samples. Samples gonna run it down. 10 seconds.
Gonna make
6
something
seconds. 5. Samples. Hannafin on a cut. Mid-range J for the win. No. Loose ball. No good. We're going to overtime. Hannafin had the look and it just rattled off.
That was it.
That would have sent, I think, the football players in attendance maybe onto the court.
Well, I for sure would have taken off the headset and ran on. I don't know about you. I'd have taken a professional break.
So overtime, 5 more minutes of basketball. Let's look at the foul situations. First and foremost, for Alma, Riley with 4, Moore Pierce with 3, Bordeaux with 3, Glenn with 3, nobody with more than 2. On the Hornets side, Blackwood with 4, nobody with more than 2. Alma got really hot in the second half.
They did.
Why do you think that they were able to generate so many open threes? Was it the pressure and the turnovers, or were they just running a great offense?
I think they were just everything. I think they were running a great offense, and I think that they really stepped it up on defense. So the turnovers helped a lot, and just capitalizing on that opportunity on offense. You know, like they get a turnover, you got to do something with it, you know? And I think that that's really where it started to matter and really where it started to take off for the Scots. But towards the end of that, to the very end of that, you saw the Hornets kind of break out a little bit more, a little bit like that first half offense that we saw in their ability to go in there, and a lot more like that first half defense that we saw that enabled them to send this game to overtime in the first place.
82-82. We got free hoops for you here in Kalamazoo. Same 5 the Hornets just had out. It's Broadsword, Perez, Samples, Hannafin, and Bandemer. For Alma, it is Meister, Bordeaux, Riley, Walker, and Moore Pierce. Moore Pierce with 21 points in the second half, including 5 threes. He's currently 5 of 10 on the day. Meister will win the tip.
Putting some suspense on this.
Yeah, I think we got a clock issue.
Must be. It says 0 for some reason.
It'll be Scots basketball. They did say they won the tip. Kalamazoo outscored Alma by 14 in the first half. Alma outscored Kalamazoo by 14 in the second half.
Still some confusion with the clock, it looks like.
Just trying to get it set. Maybe it's a technical issue.
There we go. Now, big question, Zach. Do we sell hot dogs at these games?
I think so.
Oh. Well, that's an even better reason for fans to get down here and support these teams.
Yeah, we got free basketball. It's been a wild game, a ferocious Scots comeback. Riley's got it. Driving, lost it, kicked it out. Walker got a 3. No good.
That was a strange defensive play, but.
Yeah, it looked like Walker, or rather Riley, hit the deck. Broadsword gives to Hannafin. He'll drive baseline, get all the way to the rim, and score!
What a take. That's a football player take right there.
16 for Hannafin, Hornets' first basket of OT.
And the first lead, I'd say, for
First lead for Kalamazoo
long
on what
time.
feels like forever.
Yeah.
Riley stops, a 3, comes up short, lands out of bounds. Connor Riley's a great player. He's only a 29% three-point shooter. I think that's a shot you're willing to give up for the Hornets.
I agree.
They inbound to Broadsword. Key, you got to take care of the basketball against the Scots press. They get it to Hannafin, and now Samples lobs it in. Broadsword open, pump fake, and he's fouled.
There we go.
It's either Meister or Bordeaux. I believe it is Meister. It is. It's his 3rd. And Broadsword will shoot 2. Broadsword 3 of 4 at the line today.
Love to
gets
see it.
the first calmly. Broadsword and Hannafin now 16 apiece. Upcoming for Alma, rather, they are going to travel to Albion as Broadsword hits them both to make it a 2-point possession game. They will travel there on Wednesday the 17th. Is that right? 17th Wednesday?
I believe so.
I don't know. I can't get past today in this game. That's the most important thing for both teams.
It's right here, right now, and a little bit of extra time that they got in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Bordeaux drives baseline, dumps to Meister. He couldn't hold on to it. Hannafin has it. He gets another steal. Vandermeer. Samples wanted it. Perez. Bodies, and it's blocked out of bounds by Meister. Next up for the Hornets, they will be at home on Wednesday. They will host Olivet. Xavier Glenn Jr. back in. Bit of a zone look for Alma. Samples throws it into the backcourt to Vandermeer. Moore Pierce came close to fouling him. Samples swing it around. Vandermeer gave it to Broadsword. Back out Vandermeer, 10 to shoot. Hannafin, 5 to shoot. Perez, 3. He's got to hoist a 3. Does. Off glass, no good. Scott's the other way. Transitions when they've been deadly. Bordeaux drives. Riley gets a 3 in the corner, no good. Hannafin, another rebound. How about Lucas Hannafin?
With those rebounds.
16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. If we were to go to 2 overtimes, he might be on triple-double watch. Vandermeer running off the screen. Vandermeer gets downhill, kick out. Hannafin, a 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Perez got it, tried to get it to Broadsword, and they get it to him. Up and fouled by Walker. Patrick Perez getting the tough rebounds. Vandermeer with the quick find, and Broadsword will shoot 2 more. Just the second one on Tyshawn Walker. First one is good. Second one on the way. Bounces, no good.
Now a 5-point difference, Hornets' favor.
2.5 to go. Walker to Glenn to Bordeaux. Riley popped open, he's got it on the block. On Samples. Glenn gives it up, here's Bordeaux. He's gonna hoist a 3, in and out. Scots have gone back cold. Walker lost his shoe. He's able to get it back on quick enough, and the Hornets slow it up. Broadsword, Samples, into the lane, floater, yes sir! 11 for Bobby Samples. 7-0 Hornets in OT.
Under 2 minutes to go.
Now the Scots really need a bucket. They do have 2 timeouts. Walker off the screen, gets to the rim, rejected! Hannafin again! How about this kid? He just does everything. Collins comes back in for the Scots. They get it into Glenn. Samples has tied his career high in points today, and Perez called for a foul. 11 points for Bobby Samples. As I mentioned, that ties his career high.
Patrick Perez with the personal foul. Connor Riley on the line with 2 shots.
So Riley will shoot 2. He's 5 of 7 at the stripe today. And he misses. Scott's still scoreless in OT. He splits. You could hear the Kalamazoo students chanting, "It's all your fault," to Connor Riley on the free throw. Hannafin gets it in again, and he will slow down. You want to take your time on this possession, right?
100%, 100%. There's no need to rush. You're in a good, comfortable distance.
I think this game has shown you no lead is comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Perez, back cuts, they couldn't hit him. 128, and it's Scott's basketball. That might have been a possible dunk for Patrick Perez.
I've been waiting for one. There's been a couple opportunities in this game so far.
They've come close.
You saw him pregame throwing down.
Collins, Samples came up limping, trying to fight his way through it. Riley is fouled. Perez again. It's the third on Perez. Samples trying to wave off maybe Blackwood coming in for him. Blackwood's going to come into the game. I don't think it's for Samples. Riley back to the line. He's got two more. First one, short again. Boffman back in for more Pierce. Blackwood back in for Kalamazoo with his career-high 15 points. Second one is good. 5-point game. Minute 13 left, still a lot of time. Hannafin racing towards the corner. Got it out just barely. Vandermeer's got it up with Glenn, rejected. They throw it the other way. Here's Boffman, he loses it. Gives it back, Collins, an in-rhythm three, came up short. I think it got tipped. And look who's there for the rebound, Hannafin. Under a minute. And Riley's gonna pick that one up. That's his fifth, he's done. And the Hornets students are gonna let him know. Connor Riley will foul out. It was not because of a lack of effort. He's going to leave this game with 17 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. As Moore Pierce will come back in, Hannafin will shoot 2 more. 16 points already, a career high. He's got 8 rebounds, 5 assists. And he misses the free throw short. 49 seconds. It's going to remain a 2-possession game for Alma. Hornets are going to have to make free throws likely to close this out. Second one for Hannafin is away, and it's no good. He misses both. Clock continuing to tick. Hornets go to the 1-3-1. Boffman got into the lane, double clutched, and he's fouled.
Ooh. Man, coming right down to the wire for this one. Woo.
40 seconds left. It's on Hannafin. Boffman will shoot 2. It's his first tonight on the year. He's 73%. First one is good. This one will make it a 3-point game. So now the question, if you're Alma, do you foul or do you play this out if he hits this?
I think you play it. Ooh. I think you got to foul.
They're going to take a timeout and discuss that. Let's go a little more in depth. 40 seconds left. 10-second difference between the shot and game clock. Do you foul? If so, at what point?
See, that's tough. You're at a threshold here where you don't want to let them, have all the time, but, you don't want to give away free points either. So I'm thinking maybe you foul, and then I wouldn't foul immediately, though. I would let it, go.
Try and get a trap.
Try to get a trap or something like that. Maybe get the ball back in your own hands, like, legally, and then see if you can do it that. But obviously, if it's taking all the time off the board and if it looks like they're going to score, then you got to take it away and you got to scrap at whatever you can in this game.
So Riley's out of this game for Alma, but nobody else has more than 3 fouls. Those guys are Moore Pierce, Bordeaux, and Glenn, as well as Meister.
So they're all good.
Yeah, like guys you would expect to be in positions to foul. Walker, Boffman, Moore Pierce, nobody with more than 3.
Yeah.
On the Hornets side, Blackwood's got 4. Perez and Hannafin each have 3. Nobody else with more than 2. So fouls, Blackwood's on the floor, but you're probably not expecting, him to be in a position to foul.
Yeah, there's no immediate need right now for Kalamazoo to foul.
They got 3-point lead, 40.4 on the clock.
Let's see what Alma cooked up in the kitchen.
They get it to Samples. He's double teamed, got it to Vandermeer, nearly stole it. Vandermeer fell on it and calls a timeout.
What a call.
A good decision by Vandermeer as the Hornets catch a bit of a break. They ran 5 seconds off, and they had 4 timeouts remaining. They have plenty of time left.
Plenty of time.
So even if you get in more of those situations, you got timeouts to burn, and you have the possession arrow in your favor, so you can just turtle it and hold the ball and just hold on for dear life in this scenario.
Yeah, exactly. This is set up very nice for Kalamazoo here. It's going to be interesting to see the Scots, target at this. It's going to be crazy to see the way that they go about it.
Difference now, it's a side out of bounds, which changes things for both teams now. You can't have someone moving like Vandermeer could have on the last one if he chose. Also, it changes a little bit of Alma's looks pressure-wise.
And this is a peculiar spot. I don't know if we've seen a whole lot of this in the game, and I personally don't remember Alma's defensive plan against this. So it'll be nice to see.
And both teams have practiced this scenario tons, being down late, being up late. It's going to come down to free throws, though, you think, for the Hornets. Free throws, and they're going to probably get one or two more stops.
You can never practice. You can practice all you want, but you can never practice that feeling that you get late in the game. The crowd's chanting, and the clock is winding down. You can't recreate that. It's just.
If you're the Hornets, the best guy you want to have percentage-wise would have been Ty Horkey. He's unavailable. So, like in the four, you're thinking Samples or Vandermeer, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'd even throw Hannafin in there.
Hannafin is 5 of 9 from the line tonight. Vandermeer's a 77% free throw shooter. He's inbounding. Samples is 68%, but he's known for being a great free throw shooter. They get it to Samples. He's going to pull this out. Got it to Broadsword. Gave it to Blackwood, and he scores.
There we go.
Blackwood, 17 points. Almost unexpected, but it came out. Clock ticking for the Scots. They're down to 20 seconds. Boffman's going to drive, get all the way to the rim, get fouled, count it.
Ooh.
Blackwood's going to pick it up. It's going to be his 5th. That was the one thing you couldn't do, right? Foul?
Yeah, and let the bucket go up.
It's not on Blackwood. Boffman, free throw, no good. Hannafin rebounds. Vandermeer's got it. And it is the 5th on Blackwood. And so what happens here? I don't think I've ever seen this before where a player fouls out and the officials don't realize till after the free throw's been shot and the rebound's been grabbed. So Perez is going to come back in for Blackwood. The officials are going to get discussion.
Yeah, I mean, that's on the officials right there.
I believe it's going to be Hornet basketball underneath. It is. Vandermeer throws it down the court. Not a good idea.
3-point game.
A turnover, and Alma's got it. 16.4. The Scots get it back and take a timeout.
I mean, worst case scenario here.
You and I think we're caught in scramble just trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, it was so strange because I've never seen that either.
But Vandermeer threw it down the court because I think initially he saw nobody deep, and then Collins started retreating. He tried to get it to Perez and turned it over.
But realistically, the only thing that you can't do here is let up a 3 or let up an and one bucket. And I think that, that's it's very doable to not do those things.
If you're the Hornets, do you consider fouling? If so, when?
Honestly, I mean, it's only if they get 2 shots, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Unless they're shooting. A wise man once told me you always follow up 3 late. Now, obviously, it differs philosophically.
I mean,
who and what, but
I personally, I'd probably throw a hand in there.
I live in the you wait till about 5 seconds if you can, and then you foul.
Yeah.
Alma is out of timeouts. It will be their ball inbounding here. On the floor for them, Boffman, Collins, Moore, Pierce, Walker, and Bordeaux.
I think you're right. I think we can expect a patient foul here.
They're going small, the Scots are. Walker brings it up. He's got 10 left. And then there it is, 8.5 seconds. They foul.
Okay.
Samples gets called for the foul. Walker's going to shoot 2. 4 of 6 from the stripe tonight. It's the second on Samples. First free throw is good. 2-point game. Here comes Meister.
Man, at the end of the game, 15 seconds can really look like a lot.
8.5 is where it sits now. You got to box out and focus on the rebound. Broadsword's on Meister. That's what you want. Do you expect a miss? Here it comes. He makes it.
Now you cannot let up another play like you did last time. No long balls. Hit him.
They're trying to get it into Sables. They turn it over. Collins missed the layup. 5 seconds. Boffman tried to dump it underneath, and it's tipped out of bounds. It's a 1-point game with 3.1 left. Unbelievable. Vandermeer just threw it in bounds.
He had Hannafin deep.
3.1 seconds, and the Scots are going to get a chance to win this.
60-second timeout call by.
Unbelievable. So now if you're Alma, what are you drawing up?
I think just a quick bucket, a quick short bucket. I wouldn't do a 3, unnecessary. But I mean, they have an assortment of guys who are very, very good at finishing at the layup, plus some contact as well. So, I mean, realistically, this sets up very well for Alma.
3.1 seconds, 1-point Hornet lead, 91-90, and the Scots are going to get their chance to win this game. Mike Fitzpatrick trying to draw up the winner. Nick Giard trying to rally his team for one stop to get their first league win.
This is it right here.
Here we go. Meister's on the floor along with Collins, Moore Pierce, Walker, and Bordeaux for the Hornets. Perez, Bannemer, Samples, Broadsword, Hannafin. Here we go. They're trying to go Meister. Now Moore Pierce. Bordeaux into trouble.
And he got
goes
it.
to the Broadsword. It's loose. 1 second left. The Hornets hang on. Kalamazoo wins the thriller. Broadsword, the big man.
Wow. Just wow.
An unbelievable game. And it's Broadsword with the steal to win it. And the Hornets break this losing streak, get that first league win on the start of a 3-game homestand. Oh my goodness, what a game. It does not get any more stressful, entertaining, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to say, my goodness, than that. Talk me through that last play. What went wrong for Alma?
I don't think it was about what went wrong for Alma. I think it was about what went right for Kalamazoo. You know, right place, right time, just a player making a play, you know, when they need to, especially. That's what it takes in these moments.
Let's look at the numbers. We had 5 extra minutes. It was as wild and nuts as it gets. The Hornets end up 49% from the field. Alma 41%. Kalamazoo 9 of 26 from deep, 34%. Alma 31% from deep. Free throws, Hornets shot 64%, 16 of 25. Alma was 65, 15 of 23. 18 turnovers for the Hornets, which led to 18 Alma points. 13 turnovers for the Scots, which led to 17 Alma points. Kalamazoo won the rebounding battle, 47-40. Individual stats, Landon Moore Pierce with one of the best second halves you'll see, 21 points. I believe all of those were in the second half. All 5 of his threes did come there. Tyshawn Walker adding 19 points. Connor Riley, who fouled out of the game, had 17. Nolan Boffman came up with 14. Walker ended the game with 9 rebounds for the Scots. Riley with 7 rebounds. Landon Moore Pierce, Xavier Glenn, Colton Meister with 4 apiece. Riley also with 7 assists. Moore Pierce and Corbin Heitzman with 2. On the Hornets side, Lucas Broadsword. We have a lot of choices for guys maybe for player of the game. Broadsword might be one of them, might be the one. 18 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. That last steal at the end of the game. Man, did he show out. And he made those clutch plays, scoring on the block, hitting free throws when the Hornets needed him. There's not much else you can say about Broadsword's performance tonight.
Yeah, dude, just absolutely amazing. Didn't crack under pressure once, and when they needed him, that's when he showed up, you know?
Dougie Blackwood with a career-high 17 points as well. Lucas Hannafin, how about him? He had maybe his best game as a Hornet yet, a career day. 16 rebounds, 16 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, a number of big steals. He's just a defensive stopper, and all game he was all over the court. How about Lucas Hannafin?
What a stud. What a stud. Both, like we talked about, you know, on and off the court, on the field. wherever you go, Lucas Hannafin is making plays. And he's showing exactly who he is, and I think that he and the rest of this season is going to be very fun to watch.
Bobby Samples adds 11 points. Hannafin led with 9 rebounds, as mentioned. Broadsword with 8, Carter Vandermeer with 8, Patrick Perez with 6. Broadsword with 7 assists, Hannafin with 5 assists. Well, Carson, I think it's about time we wrap up this broadcast. What a game we had for us tonight. We remind you, coming up next for the Kalamazoo College men's team, it's on Wednesday. They will host Olivet as they will try and make it 2 straight in MIAA play. They improved to 7-8 on the year, now 1-3 in league play. Alma, it's hard fought. They unfortunately dropped their 3rd straight. They fall also to 7-8, 1-3 in league play. Signing off for now from Tisch Loveless Court inside the Anderson Athletic Center. Thank you all for tuning in. An incredible game. My name is Zach Metz. Next to me is Carson Bucker. Your final score in overtime, Kalamazoo 91, Alma 90. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.